Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to Match Reaction Show. It's international break times. There's not a lot going on. We've got international games. Some of them are interesting. Some of them are a little bit boring. But France versus Austria. It finished France 2, Austria nil. Must be a win for France as well. They hadn't really had a good Nations League campaign. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They're defending champions, of course. They didn't make the playoffs, but still a much needed win for them, especially with trying to build momentum. Ahead of that the World Cup. And I think that will be very, very important, of course, for them. So it was a good result in that sense. And a few of the key players finding form as well will be something that they'll be pretty happy with as well. So yeah, actually, they're not going to make it because they have now played 5 games and they are at 5 points. So yeah, 5 points off. There's no way they're going to make it. So yeah, that's there. But nonetheless, I think it's a good result, a good win. It's a first win as well, I think, in this competition as well for them. So they needed that. They need that win. I think just more than the result is the performance. I think that was important. And Nations League is sometimes their glorified friendlies. I feel that it's a very good competition, by the way. I like it, but I think many of the teams that are in it almost treat it like glorified friendlies, like competitive friendlies. So it is a little bit of a unique situation, good or bad. But nonetheless, I think the game itself, I was very impressed with Mbappe. I thought he had a very good game. Could have actually scored more than the one goal that he scored. Could have probably scored 3 or 4. With a little bit more discipline, a little bit more composure. Surprisingly, from Mbappe, he wasn't that way. But I thought he could have scored a couple more. I thought France in general would probably have scored like 6 or 7 if they had a little bit more composure. But you get that international level. We sometimes get games where teams players are kind of just a little bit more rushed. They're a little bit more unnerved. They're probably not as comfortable as well. Keep in mind they're not used to playing in these sort of games week in week out. So it's a little bit different. The environment is different. The atmosphere is different. So it makes sense. But the fact that Mbappe took his goal well, I think it was a nice little run and he scored. I also like the Tchouameni chance, by the way. That I thought was the highlight of the match. The Tchouameni one where he goes overhead kick and take goes off the underside of the bar. And it's a great save from Pence. Actually, it was a good football around because a nice little cross in. It's a great shot from Tchouameni, and then Pence makes a very good save. To put it onto the post, and then again he makes a very good save out of that to prevent Griezmann from scoring. So it's a good play all around. But then Mbappe did score in the second half. You couldn't really keep France. So the way Austria were playing was not very good. They were very, very defensive. Couldn't get out of their own half. Surprising as well, considering that Van Dijk was managing them, that they were struggling so much on the ball and without it. So, but nonetheless, I think the goal was coming for France, and it did come in the second half. It came from Mbappe. Nice solid run that. No more than he deserved. I thought the keeper could have done better because I think he almost fooled him with the way that he shot because it wasn't in the corner, it was right in the center actually. So I think Mbappe kind of got lucky a little bit, but he deserved that. Like he did a really good game, and he probably should have scored a few more. This was a good goal, and Giroud scoring as well. Griezmann with a nice cross in, Giroud with the header. He's the only player in the team who can offer what he offers because even in Benzema for me, and I'm not saying that Giroud is Benzema better than Benzema, but I'm saying is what Giroud offers is what nobody else can offer. The way that he brings players in, the way that he links up the forwards. It's just a joy to watch. But Benzema is of course in a class of his own. He's probably the best player in the world right now. He's going to win the Ballon d'Or. So he's probably one of the best strikers in the world. But Giroud does offer something as well. He does have a role to play in this team as well. But nonetheless, 2-0, job done. Very straightforward win. And they'll be happy. I think France will be happy. The only sour point will be Jules Koundé's injury. Not because of the Nations League, but the fact that they'll be hoping it's not too serious, and Barcelona fans, of course, will be hoping it's not too serious and he's going to come back soon. I think France also would not want it to be something too serious where he's not match fit ahead of the World Cup. We're actually not that far away from the World Cup. If you can believe it, we're just about a month or so away now from the break and then going into the World Cup. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Think about it. Just 2 months. There's 2 months left for the World Cup to start, and that's just this is unbelievable. But that would be a bit of a sour point. As a Varane, as a United fan, I'm happy that Varane came to the match without any injuries. Let's hope he's not picked up any knocks or anything like that. And I hope not that he's played 90 minutes in this match. I hope he doesn't play the next one. I really don't want to see him playing the next one. As a United fan, so hopefully that is the case as well. I know the Sean's not going to listen to me, but I hope he does not play because he's played 90 minutes here. But you know what? Even with the injury to Kunde, we got to see Saliba getting a chance. But actually, I think he deserved it as well. He's been pretty good for Arsenal. And I think France will be happy with the clean sheet as well. I don't think they were threatened too much, but the few occasions that Austria did threaten, I think they dealt with that pretty well. They'll be happy with that. I think overall, France will be happy with the performance and the result. Sometimes you get a good result, but the performance is not so good. Sometimes the performance is good, but it doesn't really match the result. So they'll be happy with that. The only point of concern, as I mentioned, is the lack of composure and the profligacy in front of goal, which could come back to haunt them against a better team. and that's something they'll need to work on. But you sometimes feel like that's just a part of the atmosphere, the environment is different. Sometimes you do that and it happens. So something for them to learn from, of course. And I'm sure Deschamps will heed the lessons. But anyway, smash a like if Mbappe was your man of the match. He was my man of the match, of course. But do smash a like if he was yours, or let me know in the comments what do you think about the game. Did you think it was the man of the match should have been given to someone different? Let me know, of course. Always love to hear from you guys. And your thoughts. So do share that. Do remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. We always appreciate your support. So please help us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.